Hello everybody. If you want all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 944, The Salt Jar, Upper Intermediate. Maya had not visited the island of Skara for 12 years. When she was a child, she had spent every August there with her grandmother, learning how to collect salt from the rocks. Her grandmother had 2 shallow pans cut into the stone near the southern point, where the seawater stayed after high tide. When her grandmother died, Maya stopped going. She moved to the city and started working as a designer. Her work was interesting, but after a few years she began to feel tired and strangely disconnected from herself. She went to sleep late and woke up early, and she felt that she was always in a hurry. One cold evening in January, a letter arrived. It had a stamp from Skara and handwriting that Maya did not recognize. Inside, a short note said, "I am Tomas. I live next to your grandmother's old place. Your grandmother's salt pans are still here. If you do not want them, the sea will take them in the end. No pressure. Come and see if you like." Maya read the letter 3 times. That night she could not sleep. The next morning she asked for 2 days off and booked a boat ticket to the island. The island was smaller than she remembered. The sky was grey and the wind was strong. Tomas was waiting at the harbour. He was about 60 years old, with a kind face and hands that were rough from work. They walked to the southern point together. The salt pans were still there, but Maya almost did not recognise them. They were full of rainwater, sand and dead leaves. The edges were covered with green moss. Maya felt sad and a little angry at herself for forgetting this place for so long. "You cannot make salt today," Tomas said. "You clean them first, then you wait for the sun." For 3 days Maya cleaned. It was hard, physical work. She removed the leaves with her hands, pulled out the sand and scrubbed the stone until her arms hurt. Tomas came every morning and showed her small tricks. He taught her how to let fresh seawater in, how to block it with stones, and how to read the clouds. "People think salt is simple," he explained, "but you need to understand the weather. If the wind is too strong, the water moves. If the sun is too weak, it will not evaporate. You must be patient." On the 4th day, the sky changed. The clouds left and the sun was bright and clear. Maya and Tomas opened the first pan to the sea in the early morning when the tide was high. Then they closed it again. For hours nothing seemed to happen. Maya sat on a rock and looked at the water. Tomas did not talk much. He was mending a fishing net, and from time to time he looked up at the sky. Slowly, the water level began to fall. Around midday, thin white lines appeared at the edge of the pan. By late afternoon, small crystals were forming across the surface. Maya felt a strange excitement that she had not felt for years. It was like seeing something appear from nothing, just because you had waited for it. She collected the salt carefully in a small glass jar, the same kind her grandmother had always used. When the jar was full, she held it up to the light. It was heavy for its size. That evening, Tomas invited her to his place for dinner. He made simple soup with fish and potatoes, and they added Maya's fresh salt. It tasted sharp and clean, like the sea itself. Maya laughed for the first time in months. "You know," Tomas said, "you do not need to own the pans. Nobody really owns them. You just take care of them for a while, then someone else will." Maya understood. She did not need to live on Skara forever or make a big decision about her life. She just needed a place where she could learn how to wait again. She left the next morning on the early boat. The glass jar was in her bag, wrapped in a piece of cloth so it would not break. On the boat, she opened it once and touched the salt with her finger. When she got back to the city, she put the jar on her desk where she could see it. She knew she would go back to the island in summer when the sun was stronger and the days were long. If you learned a new word today, please make sure to subscribe so you can practice again next time. Vocabulary notes. Disconnected, adjective, meaning feeling separated from people, places, or from yourself, not feeling part of something. From the story, she began to feel tired and strangely disconnected from herself. Example, after working from home for 6 months, he felt disconnected from his friends. Similar words, detached, isolated, distant. Opposite, connected, involved. Shallow, adjective, meaning not deep. A shallow pool or pan has only a small amount of water. From the story, she had 2 shallow pans cut into the stone. Example, the river is quite shallow here, you can walk across it. Similar words, not deep, low. Opposite, deep. Rough, adjective, meaning not smooth or soft to touch, also can describe difficult life or work. From the story, with a kind face and hands that were rough from work. Example, the old sailor had rough skin from years in the sun and wind. Similar words, coarse, hard, uneven. Opposite, smooth, soft. Evaporate, verb, meaning when liquid changes into gas and disappears into the air, usually because of heat. From the story, if the sun is too weak, it will not evaporate. Example, in summer, the rainwater on the road evaporates quickly. Similar words, dry up, disappear, vanish. Patient, adjective, meaning able to wait calmly for a long time without getting angry or upset. From the story, you must be patient. Example, learning a language takes time, so you need to be patient with yourself. Similar words, calm, tolerant, understanding. Opposite, impatient. Related noun, patience. You need a lot of patience for this job. Story and image generated by Meta. Animation generated by ClipB. To read, listen, see all the stories' content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. CC Music, drifting at 432 Hz, Unicorn Heads.